Okay, let's start with the obvious. For like 100 years, the mouse, King Disney, the Magic Kingdom, has been sitting way high on that cliff, ruling the land. He owns absolutely everything: movies, beloved characters, theme parks that people plan their whole lives around, and even giant sports networks.
Picture this.
Together in one place?
ESPN Plus content is now on Disney Plus.
Looking forward to being on the same team with you.
Can you imagine the fun?
The greatest heroes, action, and stories.
The stuff dreams are made of.
Together like never before.
What a story!
The greatest stories live here.
Can you believe it?
Because of this massive golden empire, everyone just figured, nope, no one's ever going to beat them. And honestly, for a long time, nothing did. Competitors would try, platforms would change, but the mouse always felt too big to fail. Then the mic drop moment happened.
Following weeks of reported interest from Paramount Skydance and Netflix, Warner Bros. Discovery announced on Tuesday that it's considering selling the company after receiving interest from multiple parties. This news caused the company's stock to jump 10%. Warner Bros. Discovery announced in a press release on Tuesday its intention to explore, quote, strategic alternatives to maximize shareholder value, specifically Warner Bros. Earlier this month, speculation circulated that Netflix would pursue an acquisition bid for Warner Bros. Discovery. Comcast is also expected to be among the interested parties, CNBC reported. Paramount Skydance, run by David Ellison, son of billionaire Oracle chairman Larry Ellison, reportedly submitted a bid backed by Apollo Global Management for Warner Bros. Discovery.
Tremor that shook the very foundations of the kingdom. The news broke that Warner Bros. Discovery, the guys with Harry Potter's ancient spells, the DC Pantheon, HBO's entire legendary library, and the NHL March Madness sports chest, is officially on the market. Whoever captures this treasure instantly gets the last few strategic things they need to truly stand up and go toe-to-toe with the king. NBC Universal, the royal architect, the ecosystem builder. Netflix, the oracle of the screen, the frictionless interface. Paramount Skydance, the data alchemist. First up, NBC Universal, the go big or go home engine, aka the royal architect. NBC Universal is definitely not the mouse's little sibling anymore. They're building a massive, interconnected world of their own, and they're doing it ridiculously fast. While King Disney feels heavy and tied to classic spells, Universal is quick and constantly scaling. They've basically become the engine kingdom, built on machines that capture our attention and shape culture. Their whole strategy is built on two core things: crushing it with cartoons, the golden treasure chest, and owning the holidays and weekends. Let's start with cartoon power. Universal has the most consistent hitmakers in animation today. Illumination, the Minions guys, The Secret Life of Pets, and then they also have the DreamWorks team. You know, the guys who do Shrek, How to Train Your Dragon and stuff. Illumination movies aren't just hits. They're legendary profit engines. The Despicable Me franchise alone is probably worth over $5 billion. They deliver massive profits globally with ruthless efficiency. Now, imagine adding Warner Brothers' massive library of Looney Tunes, Cartoon Network, and Hanna-Barbera classics to that mix. They'd instantly have the most flexible, multi-demographic cartoon system ever, feeding every streaming service, theme park, and store shelf. That's how you build up your treasury. The vacation battle and the network strategy. See, this is where the royal architect really starts throwing punches. Disney builds these monumental long-term destinations that require huge multi-year plans like ancient castles. Universal, however, is executing a smart network strategy. First, you have the huge swings, like Epic Universe in Orlando. That's a massive statement. It's saying we're trying to own your whole one-week trip. They're also doing smarter regional things, focusing on small, quick-to-open mini resorts, like this kid-themed park in Texas, I believe is called Universal Kids Resort. and targeted experiences such as year-round horror districts in places like Las Vegas. They're playing catch-up to Disney's 12 or so global parks, but they're doing it through speed and agility. While King Disney can sometimes feel hesitant to build a fifth park or enter a new market, Universal is aggressive. They want to be accessible for regional weekend trips, not just the once-in-a-decade mega vacation. But they got those too. They get global reach without requiring every family to spend a fortune. Now, let's talk about sports and the streaming threat. Peacock has low-key been stacking up great sports rights like the NBA, Sunday Night Football, and the Olympics. Add Warner Brothers Discovery's massive lineup like March Madness, NHL, and MLB playoffs, and boom, you've instantly got a killer streaming-first sports network. Unlike ESPN, which is still tied to the old cable bundles, although Peacock has Comcast too, so they're winning in cable too. Yeah, Peacock is designed for the future. Flexible, digitally scalable, and built to capture viewers who already have cut the cord. It gives ESPN a serious run for its money because it's built to travel and adapt. Bottom line, Universal isn't trying to copy Disney's magic. They're just trying to be faster, bigger, and better at execution across every channel, from the cinema to the theme park gate. Gotta watch out for this one. Netflix, the interface empire, the oracle of the screen. Netflix isn't building a park, they're building an operating system. Netflix's vision is totally different. They don't care about physical building castles or studios in the same way. They're building the app that does everything. They want to be the single cultural layer that mediates everything you do on a screen. A true operating system for entertainment. Think of them as the shadow kingdom that already lives in your pocket and the pockets of everyone that you know. Netflix isn't trying to build a park, a castle, or a rival. Netflix is building an interface, a single cultural layer connecting to every type of entertainment. Movie series, games, events, sports, podcasts, retail, food experiences. They don't need the land, they need presence. Executed via Netflix House, Netflix Bites, immersive events, and traveling pop-ups. They also acquire big influencers, absorbing cultural commentators like The Ringer and Bill Simmons, and recently, ESPN's Elle Duncan. If Warner Brothers Discovery joins this ecosystem, Netflix finally gains what it's always lacked. Iconic multi-decade franchises and IP, like Harry Potter, DC to rival Marvel, HBO and their premium stuff, Looney Tunes, Cartoon Network, and maybe some of the Discovery stuff. This is the difference between content dominance and cultural permanence. Then there's the play loop. This is the coolest, most futuristic spell they have. If Netflix gets Warner Brothers too, it instantly unlocks a true convergence of content and interaction, offering frictionless access. The play loop is simple. Watch the film, tap, launch the game. Imagine a Mortal Kombat movie premiere where the game loads instantly inside Netflix. This is the console killer spell. They bypass expensive hardware like PS5s and PS6s by using your phone and the power of the cloud, making gaming totally seamless and accessible to their 300 million global subscribers instantly. It's the closest anyone has come to creating a true console-less console. Except probably Xbox. Sports, winning the conversations, even if not necessarily the game. Netflix isn't chasing live games, they're chasing the chat about the games. Elle Duncan isn't a symbolic hire, it's a paradigm shift. Their strategy is all about owning the narrative around sports. They want sports stories, sports culture, sports community, and sports personalities. They're observing the why we watch part of sports. This approach means ESPN gets the live score, but Netflix gets the gossip, the emotional hook, and all the global water cooler conversation. Do we still have water coolers anymore? Do people still go inside to work? They're capturing the cultural energy that surrounds the sport. Warner Brothers sports rights would accelerate that transformation. And then the theatrical Trojan horse, solving their prestige problem. Here's the masterstroke. Netflix's biggest weakness is the great directors, Nolan, Tarantino, often hate them because they skip the cinema experience. Netflix buys Warner Brother Discovery and keeps the prestigious Warner Brothers Pictures distribution on. The play is simple. A prestige movie gets a 45-day theatrical run under the beloved Warner Brothers banner, keeping directors happy and winning Oscars, and then bam, it drops exclusively onto Netflix, driving massive subscriber signups. Netflix solves its prestige problem overnight. They become the home of both critical cinema and dominant streaming simultaneously. Bottom line, Netflix challenges King Disney by owning your brain and your time, not your physical space. It's about making access to global culture totally frictionless, and Warner Brother gives them the cultural gravity to pull it off. Netflix isn't a kingdom. It's the operating system everyone else is being forced to adapt to. Paramount Skydance, the algorithm studio, the data alchemist. Paramount Skydance isn't the little guy. It's the Trojan horse. This isn't a studio buying a studio. This is Silicon Valley buying the oldest name in the Hollywood game and aiming to swallow Warner Brothers Discovery. They want to completely reboot how Hollywood works. They're creating an algorithmic, maybe cloud-based studio that uses data to make movies cheaper, faster, and with less risk, more efficient. Their secret sauce? Skydance's lean production, Paramount's distribution, and a massive pipeline of real-time data from partners like TikTok and Oracle Cloud. I'll explain. First, the gaming super studio, interactive blockbusters. The first pillar is the console killer, part 2. While Netflix focuses on mobile ports, Skydance has been focusing on AAA story-driven blockbusters. Skydance Games is led by Amy Hennig, the creator of the Uncharted series, the equivalent of their own Pixar founder for gaming. Merging her prestige narrative studio, currently building Star Wars and Marvel games, with Warner Brother Games, home of the Hogwarts Legacy and Mortal Kombat series, you can create a studio that instantly rivals Sony's PlayStation. They wouldn't just license games, they could dominate the interactive blockbuster genre, instantly becoming the third pillar of AAA gaming. The third animation giant. King Disney's animation dominance is vulnerable. Universal has Illumination and the Minions, but who truly challenges the mouse's family stronghold? The answer is John Lasseter, the genius who founded Pixar and directed Toy Story. Skydance hired Lasseter immediately after his departure from Disney, proving they ignore PR noise to acquire distressed assets, talent that are undervalued by the market. Now, imagine giving Lasseter the keys to Warner Brothers' legacy vault. Looney Tunes, Hanna-Barbera, Scooby-Doo and the Flintstones, the entire Cartoon Network archive. Lasseter revitalizing this animation superweapon is the only thing that could legitimately challenge Disney's dominance in family entertainment. Imagine this. Instead of guessing what movies to make, if they were able to get TikTok, they could use that as a test kitchen. They released 10 different short film concepts on the platform, and the Oracle AI analyzes which one maybe holds attention best. Then they greenlight the movie based on data, not hunches. The result? A studio with a 0% flop rate because the audience pre-approved the movie before it was even filmed. Audience greenlight. And then there's, the cloud backlot that they're trying to build. Their efficiency goes beyond just budgeting. This is what a tech studio actually does. Live localization, using maybe AI to instantly dub movies into 40 languages with the original actors' voices, so a movie releases globally on the exact same second. Virtual production, merging Skydance's expertise in the volume LED screens for instant sets with Warner Brothers' massive physical backlots creates a hybrid studio. They could shoot a movie set in 5 different countries in one afternoon without moving the crew, saving millions per movie. Bottom line, Paramount Skydance attacks King Disney on cost, speed, and intelligence. They're turning content creation into an engineering problem, a scary, efficient way to work that changes how every dollar is spent. And then there's also this.
Everything you are, everything you've done has come to this.
This isn't just combat. It's cinema.
At my signal, unleash hell.
Every strike is a frame. Every rivalry, a story. Anything worth having is worth fighting for.
Ready or not, you're at home. You can have. Let's go!
This
So, let's talk about it. King Disney is still the reigning monarch on the high cliff. We get it. It owns the legacy, the characters, and the emotional connection people have had for generations. But the world today changes fast. Competitors are building lean, efficient, digital-first models. No one's going to take over the Magic Kingdom tomorrow, but they are creating new landscapes that make Disney's traditional model look kind of slow and old-fashioned. The next big winner won't be the one with the best fairy tale, but the one who understands the art of attention. Universal hits them on the ground, challenging their vacation dominance with aggressive physical expansion and cartoon power. Netflix hits them in the cloud, challenging their business model with total screen takeover and frictionless access. Paramount Skydance hits them on the balance sheet, challenging them with super smart, affordable production and data-backed efficiency, backed by AAA gaming and animation revitalization. And sports. The first century was about magic and building the castle. The next is all about the strategy and executing the master plan. Look, Hollywood isn't just a sweet bedtime story or fairy tale. It's a crazy high-stakes fight for your time and your culture. The studios that figure out how you actually live are the ones who are going to shape the future. If you want to see a bit more about the theme park race, check out this video of the multi-billion-dollar theme park race between Disney and Universal. It discusses the massive investments both companies are making to capture the vacation market. This is the business of play, according to Clay. And if you like things just like this, make sure you subscribe, like, and follow on all of the social medias and all of the things and all of the places. Peace.